Okay, so how did you find today's match? I mean, positives, negatives. Give it what you've got.
Oh, look, the result was negative, but the performance was definitely positive. We played so much better. I've watched every game last year, and I tell you what, it was night and day. The new signings in Buemo definitely was a standout. He was a great. He's been a great signing. Cunha, I think, could have done a little bit more, but he had some chances. I think Delit though at the back kept us rock solid. The goal was. I'm sorry, but that goalkeeper is just.
Now, sorry, we jumped straight into the interview, but
Yeah.
where have you travelled from this today?
So I've travelled from Australia. It's been great so far. Seeing the stadium like for the first time, like being here is just an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay. Cool. So now jumping into the, so you said Mbuma was the positive. I thought he had a very good game. He's going to definitely look. He's going to be a lot more dangerous going forward in the season. I'd say he was not even fully match fit. I thought in the early signs, early minutes of the game, I thought he had a few chances. Didn't look as match fit as he would, but I think going forward he'll be very good. What do you think about Kuna?
yeah. Look, it's a first game in a new club, so you got to give, I guess, the boys a chance to adapt to settle in. But in Buemo, like he settled in straight away. Cunha, um, I don't think he was able to do as much as he wanted. Um, but the signs are there. Like you can see that the performance in the team itself. Like it's changed. We played a lot better. I came here I'm not expecting to lose because of on the back of last year.
Yeah.
But like I said, on the performance, it was a great game to watch. Even though we didn't score, but we had some great chances. And I think, to be honest, we were the better team.
Yeah, I thought by far we were the better team. First half, we were all over them. We had so many chances. Second half, we were still all over them. I think Arsenal got lucky with that goal, that freak goal again, a corner. What do you make of this? I mean, as soon as they got the first corner, I was like, oh no, not again.
Yeah, I can't remember which minute it was, but David Raya showed him what to do because Raya came out strong with a strong fist, punched it
Yeah,
away.
yeah. I
And
remember which one. Yeah.
he came out and tried to like palm it away. I don't know what he was doing, and then it ended up in the back of the net. And it was, I don't know what he was afraid of. Like, what's you afraid to get a physical contact? Like, go up and grab the thing. You're
Yeah.
a goalkeeper. I don't know how tall he is, but he seems
He's
like
tall enough.
he's tall enough. Yeah. So
I mean, there's some question mark on Saliba fouling Mount, but he actually didn't do much to Altay Bender. Altay Bender just got caught up in two minds, didn't he?
No, I think it was me personally. I think he was just soft. He was just soft to attack at the ball, and that's what happens. When you don't put yourself on the line. Sometimes you're gonna cop an injury, but you do it to not concede. Look at the past players we used to have. Vidic, hard men, or Van der Sar as a goalkeeper, just hard. He didn't care. He went up, got the ball, and look. To be honest, I don't even know if Anana would have done a better job.
Yeah, I mean that is the question everyone was asking, thinking would Onana have done any differently? And well, I can't see Onana doing any better because last season we had nightmare. He had with Arsenal, didn't he? The corners he let in two, exactly the same.
Yeah, definitely. And like, I hope the club's looking at Donnarumma. I know City.
Well, he's got in a City. I think he's definitely.
He's actually.
I think they've progressed to that extent where City are in the pole position.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a big shock if United hijack Donnarumma right now. But any other goalkeeper, they're talking about Lemons, another young goalkeeper.
Yeah, no, Lemons I haven't heard of, so I can't comment on him. But unless we get a new goalkeeper, we can't start Altay. Got his surname already, but
Banter.
Yeah. So I know Onana wasn't fit. I think he had a hamstring injury, I believe.
Yeah. Well, he's not had enough game time.
Yeah. So we did what Amarin didn't have much of a choice. He had to play him. But like I said, other than that blunder, like we should have got a point away from this. We were just the way we played. But like I said, I just hope that the loss doesn't deflate them because they played very well.
I think the game United played, you could see vast differences from last season.
Cunha, when he made that run and he beat 3 or 4 players, had the chance on goal, but like I said, the signs are there. I feel like we're a threat. I didn't feel like as if we were. Last year had we gone down 1-0, I would have thought the game's already over.
Yeah.
But we looked like we could have come back and even like put a couple away. So, the threat's there. I hope Sesko is able to start next game.
Yeah.
I feel like he should have started. I mean, I get it because he came only like a few days ago, so he didn't have the whole pre-season match fitness or whatever. But we were unable to, I think, feed him as much as he would have liked. But hopefully
he'll come good.
Yeah, he'll come good. Hopefully he gets integrated well in the team. I thought the best part of it was when Gyökeres got taken off. Delivered just did an amazing job on him.
I mean, that was the positive. Gyökeres didn't get a goal because I was dreading that. I was thinking before the game, the worst thing that we could see is Gyökeres come here, score a goal, Arsenal will win. But I think we got a lot of positive to take out of this game. I don't think Arsenal were the better team. I think United were the better team.
Correct,
there was a lot of debate over the centre of the midfield, the defensive midfield that we're missing. We've missed out on Baleba just this week. What do you think about Casemiro's performance?
He made some good tackles, but you can tell his age. He's very slow around the pitch. Unfortunately, he's past his prime. He's come off the bench, maybe attacking aerial threat if we need. But I think right now our midfield's probably our weakest point at the moment.
Yeah.
But unless Ugarte can fit that role, I think we still need another one or two signings just to bolster the squad.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we've got positives. Positives we can concentrate on. We can improve. It's not been a bad first game of the season, I'd say.
Yeah,
I think, it was always going to be tricky with Arsenal visiting Arsenal favourites to win the league this year.
Yeah.
So, or one of the favourites. So, it was never going to be easy, was it?
No, definitely no. It was always going to be a tough match. I think every match, even if you're a favourite or not, it's always tough because you just never know what can happen. Anything can happen. But the best positive was just the performance of the team. I liked how they didn't quit.
Yeah.
They kept on trying. They just kept on attacking. Like they wanted to win. And had you interviewed me like at a game last season, I would have been bagging them. Because I just say it as it is. And but like I said, I can't say anything bad about our performance. I thought outside of the blunder of a goalkeeper that we had. But everyone played their part very well, and we were just very unfortunate to come away with a point at least. I thought we were very unlucky. So, hopefully this is a step in the. I feel like it's a step in the right direction, and as long as we can just keep playing like that, win, lose or draw, I think we'll be in for a good season. Hopefully, finish. I'm not going to be too optimistic, but hopefully top 8.
Hey, top 8. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm hoping top 5. On the performance today, I think if we're going to improve. We're going to improve. We didn't have Sesko on the pitch for too long, but I think we definitely be up there this year. Definitely positive signs.
Yeah, definitely. As long as we can win the games that we should, and give the the bigger teams a run for their money, or a good contest. I'll be honest. Even if we finish 15th and we play like that every week, and it just doesn't work, Dogu. The shot he had just hit the post. And
that was unlucky.
So if we play like that and we finish 15th, I'll still be happy because there's nothing more that upsets I think any fan is if any game you play and you feel like the team's just given up or there's no fight in there. And today felt like there was a fight and they wanted to go out.
We looked like the most likely team to actually score, weren't we? We were the team that was pushing for that goal. Arsenal were not. They didn't even look like they were going to attack really and score, did they?
Yeah, no. I think they just as soon as they went 1-0 up, that's all they wanted, you know. But even that, had that goal not gone in, I couldn't have seen Arsenal scoring. I felt very confident in our team today, and if like I said, if we can play like that game in and game out, I'll be happy, win, lose or draw. So like I said, positive signs. I can't wait to see Sesko up front. See what he provides for us. See what what we can have with him, and hopefully he can bang in a few goals because obviously that's what we missed. I think, and like I said, I think everyone here could see the changes, like how threatening we are.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to come up obviously against the bigger teams like Liverpool and Man City, where obviously they're a lot better all around the park, and hopefully we don't get too. That our midfield isn't too exposed for how bad it is. So obviously, Bruno is not a box-to-box player. He's an attacking midfielder, but obviously it's filled in already with all the other positions, and you can't leave him out of the team because he's the captain, of course.
Yeah.
But you know, hopefully I can just, when I go back to Australia, just watch games like that and, be happy.
Oh
with the
yeah, yeah. We'd
performance,
all love to see more games like this.